decided to come over and see what the neighbor was up to. Found out his BMW is needing some doctoring.
No good as usual.
No good as usual. Never could get used to them having this little module looking deal. That whole, what looks like a solid unit under the hood.
Well, you know what they say about BMWs? They're like a hot woman. You love to be seen with them. They're a blast to drive and ride. They're high maintenance.
Yeah.
Good. Bless America, that place you got.
Let's get up under here and see what we can see. Oh, okay.
It's almost like a Ford fuel line, isn't it?
That's what it looks like.
Where it snaps on.
That or the fuel lines on my Tahoe where, of course, they're a lot bigger, but
Right.
where they bolt onto the fuel pump itself. Uh-oh. Let's not be hurting yourself there, man.
Oh, yeah, well. The Germans, you know, they put their plugs in tight. When it happened to Tammy when she was driving it, that connector let go and blew the line off the cooler and ran all the fluid out.
And it just hung in third gear.
Well, until it ran out of fluid. Which, of course, you know, she has okay luck. You know, she made it all the way to her parking spot, and that's where it quit.
Oh, jeez.
You know, you or me, we'd be on the side of the road somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
Start letting her run mine when it's about to die on me.
well,
Have to swap out with her Nissan or something.
yeah, that's what I worked on before I started on this one.
I know you said you were doing maintenance stuff on it, but
Well, I was working on that. That's why she was driving this to work. And she had
oh joy.
she was driving this and acted up on it. Good. Yeah.
Well, I got to changing his transmission fluid out here, and of course he was having me go in and start the car up and run it through the gears since we've got it up off the ground, so it wasn't going to go anywhere. Started it up a couple times, ran it through the gears, come around the front, and got to noticing there's oil leaking all down the front of where his oil filter goes in. Mr. One Pug Life would appreciate this one. Now, oil filter, of course, usually goes down in that little hole right there. Now, let me get a better shot of it. Not gonna be able to see down in there too good. It's just a little too dark. But yeah, it was squirting oil all down in there, all down the side of the filter, up in the fender wells there. He just pressure washed this too, so it's a little bit of a disappointment on that count. Now let me show you why it done it. And here's why I said Pug would appreciate this. These 3 pieces of filter are his filter for this car. It just basically disintegrated. It came apart into 3 pieces. It's all just paper. There's no mesh anything on it. And I told him before he left to go get a new filter. I figured out what the problem was. Let me see if I can adjust that. Made in India. The aftermarket filter. And when they sold it to him, he thought he was getting a good filter that would work fine in his car. But as it stands, there's an aftermarket and it came apart. So, just like with Pug's little situation with his oil filter that's like this, obviously these, it's handy. It's real easy to get to those filters and everything. Real easy to change them out. But if you get aftermarket filters, this is the kind of stuff you run into. I guarantee if he gets an actual BMW filter to put back in here, when he puts it back together, it won't leak like that. But anyway, a little bit about the car. He said it's a V8. Of course, looking at it, you can't tell because everything's under a cover. They make these things like I was saying earlier, where they're the module. And I asked him about this. This is the positive battery terminal to jump it off with. And he pointed out that this one right here is the negative. Now, I'm not really into foreign cars all that much myself, and this is the reason why, just mainly because everything's just crammed in here any way they can do it. But then again, he's not had to work on this thing a whole lot, so it's not too awful bad. But I mean, it's a nice car. It's a super nice car. But I don't know that I'd want to have to spend the money to work on one of these things. Just a little on the high side for my taste. And it goes like a rape tape. I mean, it'll flat out get. But when it takes your wallet with you when it goes, that's all the more reason for me to love my Chevys. I give him fits about his Fords and now his BMW, but mostly his Fords, because I'm just not a Ford guy at all. I've had some, but anyway, that's the long and short of it. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, he's got those wide factory wheels on the back and the not so wide on the front. But that's about it. I'll talk at you later. Y'all, thank you for the ones of you that have subscribed. The ones of you that haven't, if you'd go ahead and hit that little button up there, I'd certainly appreciate it. And go ahead and hit the like button if you would. And feel free to leave a comment. I answer all of them. Talk to you later. Thanks.